A somber shadow fell over Philadelphia International Airport on Thursday, January 30, 2025, as a devastating plane crash sent shockwaves through the city and beyond. The incident, which occurred shortly after midday, involved a major commercial airliner, leaving a scene of wreckage and heartbreak in its wake. As emergency crews raced to the site, the grim reality of the situation began to unfold, with fears of significant casualties gripping the nation. The incident immediately raised questions about what went wrong and how such a tragedy could occur. The bustling airport, normally a hub of activity and anticipation, was plunged into chaos as the magnitude of the disaster became clear. Travelers in the terminals watched in horror as plumes of black smoke billowed into the sky, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the ever-present risks associated with air travel. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the importance of aviation safety and the devastating consequences that can occur when things go wrong. As investigators begin the arduous task of piecing together the events that led to this tragedy, the nation mourns with the families whose lives have been forever changed. The aircraft involved in the crash was a Boeing 737-800, operated by Southwest Airlines, operating under flight number SW349. The flight was en route to Orlando International Airport in Florida, carrying 132 souls on board, 126 passengers, and 6 crew members. The flight had originated from Boston Logan International Airport in Massachusetts, making a scheduled stop in Philadelphia. The crash occurred at approximately 12:10 p.m. local time, just moments after the aircraft had received clearance for takeoff. According to preliminary reports from air traffic control, the plane experienced a sudden and catastrophic failure shortly after lifting off from runway 27. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the aircraft struggled to gain altitude, veering sharply to the left before plummeting to the ground in a fiery crash just beyond the end of the runway. The impact sent a deafening roar through the airport and surrounding areas, prompting immediate calls to emergency services. The force of the crash created a massive fireball, scattering debris across a wide area and igniting a raging inferno that could be seen for miles. The location of the crash, just beyond the airport perimeter fence, made access difficult for first responders, but allowed for a slightly faster response time from local fire and rescue units who were stationed nearby. Within minutes of the horrifying crash, a massive emergency response effort swung into action. Firefighters from the Philadelphia Fire Department were on the scene within 3 minutes, battling the intense blaze and working tirelessly to extinguish the flames that engulfed the wreckage. The fire, fueled by jet fuel and the plane's materials, took over an hour to bring under control, hampering initial rescue attempts. Thick black smoke billowed into the sky, creating a hazardous environment for first responders. Simultaneously, dozens of ambulances, paramedics, and other medical personnel from across the city descended upon the crash site. Triage centers were quickly established to treat any potential survivors and tend to the injured. The injured were rushed to nearby hospitals, including the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania and Thomas Jefferson University Hospital, both Level 1 trauma centers equipped to handle mass casualty situations. The American Red Cross also responded, providing support and resources to victims' families and coordinating blood donations. The tragic crash has sent shockwaves throughout the aviation world and beyond. Philadelphia International Airport was immediately shut down following the incident, with all incoming and outgoing flights grounded indefinitely. The closure caused widespread disruptions to air travel across the United States, with thousands of flights delayed or canceled. Passengers were urged to check with their airlines for updates and to avoid the airport. The National Transportation Safety Board, the federal agency responsible for investigating civil aviation accidents, has dispatched a team of experts to Philadelphia to begin a comprehensive investigation into the cause of the crash. The investigation will involve examining the wreckage, reviewing air traffic control recordings, analyzing weather conditions, and interviewing witnesses, including any surviving passengers and crew members, as well as ground personnel. "This is a tragic day," stated NTSB Chairman Jennifer Homendy in a press conference. "Our hearts go out to the victims and their families. I can assure you that the NTSB will conduct a thorough and independent investigation to determine the cause of this accident and to prevent similar tragedies from happening in the future. The investigation is expected to be lengthy and complex, with a preliminary report expected within a few weeks and a final report including safety recommendations, likely to take several months or even years to complete.